Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I hope to be able to earn your subscription today. Today I'm going to talk about networking. Networking is something that a lot of engineers dread. But it's not about going to networking events, handing out business cards, and talking to strangers. It actually has a lot more to do with talking to friends. It has to do with starting now while you still have a job, so that you have those relationships and you rekindle the relationships with people you have known in the past, so that when you need it, you've got a network to rely on. The problem with going to networking events and handing out cards is that you're not building a solid relationship. You're making very light touch contacts and people you probably won't follow up with if you need to. There's a way of doing that, but that's not the topic of this video. And networking can help you even when you're not looking for a job. Some of my network contacts have been some of my best friends. These are people who help support me. They help support me emotionally when I'm struggling. When I was between jobs, I had people I could talk to. They helped plan out and think through my job search. They helped send referrals to me. They were very helpful that way. But if I were not unemployed, I would have networking friends that I can reach out to so we can grow together, so we can learn programming skills together, so we can keep up on the latest trends, and so we can go have an occasional lunch once in a while. Networks also open you up to other opportunities. Perhaps there's a side project or a job opportunity, obviously. Perhaps there's just a coding project that comes up, or a chance to be able to help somebody who might need help. And on the topic of helping people, that's what networking's really about. If you go into a situation and you say, how can you help me? Who do you know that I can talk to? What can we do to help me get a job? That comes across a little cringy. But if you go in and say, what can I do to help you? You build the relationship. And there's a principle of reciprocity, which says that if you help somebody else, then when you need the help, they're going to be more willing to help you. Okay, so where do you start? The best place to start is with people you already know. It's important that you reach out to people you used to work with, people perhaps you knew from school, people that you've known in the past that you have contacts with, people you haven't talked to for a while, as well as those that you talk to regularly. And the important thing is actually the soft touch, just to stay in touch. If you reach out to somebody you haven't seen for a while, you might want to do lunch with them. Or perhaps just send them a message, say happy birthday, or hey, I was thinking of you and I saw this article. Those kinds of soft touch things help people to remember you and keep you top of mind. If you reach out to people once every month or two, then when you need something down the road, you've already got a relationship and some connection there, and so it won't feel so strange if you need to ask for something. So what I'd recommend is to reach out to 3 or 4 people every day, just with a soft touch, take 5 minutes or less, to just send a few messages out and say, hey, I was just thinking about you, how are you doing? And on the topic of groups, I think you should form a couple of groups with these people. Meet with them more regularly. I have one group that I meet with every week, and I talk to them, I started talking to them about finding a job, and they provided incredible support. I would go over who I was talking with, and they would recommend people that they knew who might be able to connect me into that company. I would talk to them about my resume, about my LinkedIn profile, and they'd review it and give me feedback. Now that I have a job, I still meet with them. I talk to them more about how to build my career, how to move, how to establish myself with quick wins in my job, or ways to be able to stand out. So this is a very helpful pattern. I would recommend finding groups about things that matter to you. So later on in this series, I'll talk about how to improve your LinkedIn profile so that recruiters or other people can hunt you down. And by the way, don't brush aside recruiters. They're some of your best supports. These are the people who know what's going on in the market. Even if you're not looking for a job, having a few recruiters in your back pocket that you can reach out to and say, hey, what's going on? What are the trends? But in future videos, we'll talk about maximizing your LinkedIn profile. We'll talk about how to optimize your resume and how to use AI to do it so that you actually don't have to spend hours customizing each resume for each job application. We'll also talk about building your brand so that you can be in the best position to get a job when you're ready to look. But this channel is not just about getting a job. This channel is about maximizing your potential as a developer. We'll talk about AI tools and how to leverage them to make yourself stand out. We'll talk about how to learn faster. We'll help you to become the best developer you can and to further your career. If any of this sounds useful to you, I hope you'll stick around and that you'll subscribe.